themselves straight in towards the middle of the smoke here, Tim. Vidaking's got in, and the backstab is there. You can't rely on the smokes to hold everyone at bay forever, Tim, and Vidaking has just shown that. But SSG, they recover down to a 3 versus 1, and Handy has got it all to do.
Yeah, moves up those yellow stairs, and it's going to be difficult. There's not really much he could do. He could potentially, relocate, reposition over to the admin side, but in a 1v3, probably not much point. It's just about going in there, try and get some kills. He's going to pop the gadget on. He can keep that going for as long as he wants. He will only be shown on cameras. You can see there, they are checking the camera. They won't know that he's there, Des, because he's not going to be seen because he's not running, but they see him with their eyes. That's the one thing that they cannot deceive, is the eyes of the players when they're looking directly at them. Sprays through the wall, does manage to down Fultz. 1v3 becomes a 1v2. This is winnable with 45 seconds. Takes some damage. Downs another, I think, but J9O manages to find the final kill. This is more what I wanted to see out of Faze. Come in there, get that map control by the halfway mark. Now they can pile the pressure on Forest and Fultz. They can start thinking about sight. They can start thinking about getting Handy in there with that diffuser. We've got a little bit of a standoff here, Des. Cyber and Fultz on those back stairs.
I love this.
It's too easy for Cyber. Takes down Fultz with a few shots to the back, and Faze are cruising in round 3.
They just looked him like they slowed things down even more in this round, and where SSG get a bit impatient and start trying to find members of Faze to bring down, expecting a hit to come through. Faze have just sat either outside the map or, as you saw from Cyber, on yellow stairs and let
a tidal wave.
You see Handy just starting to harass them from underneath in the backline here as well, so there's not really a super safe spot for SSG to get themselves inside of. 2 players stepping through Barb here to step forward and try and find the fight. They found one, traded back onto Souls immediately, but once again, Tim, Faze are in control.
They haven't dealt with Forest, and that's been part of the problem. They've been so magnetised towards that shield that Fultz and J9O have been able to move into long desk and start picking kills up.
Yeah, but he's just been droned out. The problem is now he's got a Jackal and a Blitz starting to bear down on him from those Visa stairs, Tim, so he's in a spot of hot bother unless he can get back to site safely. Has got cover from J9O on the south side, so he should be good to get back and join his team here. Faze have got 60 seconds to play.
Yeah, Faze have continued doing work upstairs and have decided to just drop directly into site, and it's been a fantastic decision as Handy manages to find J9O. The Zoto canister's going to slow his progress down, and Benja is able to find the kill, but Souls is there for the trade. The diffuser goes down. It's 1v3. Forest has it all to do on the Kaid. Can do absolutely nothing as Souls.
I know it's gone down quite early on a few of these rounds, too. What a shot across onto Fultz as well. 2 have collapsed on SSG, and with the Monty now bearing down on them, and the C4 being shot out by his teammate, it looks like Faze team are in a great spot to close the half 3-3.
Yeah, and again, patience has paid dividends for Faze here. They've got Cyber in above now. He's just operating in and around Visa. He's got that advantage. He's using it perfectly to take down Benja. Souls manages to find Forest. They're getting absolutely cut down here. J9O with a big double, though. Nitro and a headshot onto KDS. Makes this slightly more winnable, but no, can't pick up the fight with Handy. Faze close. General were very aware of that potential danger. There was a little bit of an exchange there, and Benja was scared away, so he's going to move up yellow stairs now to join his team, but Fultz is in, more importantly, and getting that diffuser down. The cover is there on the rappel. Ashen gets the kill that was needed onto Souls, who tried to challenge. The diffuser's down, and Faze have fallen apart in a matter of seconds. They've allowed that kill. They've allowed that diffuser to go down, and Benja being underneath was critical because nobody could play there, and he didn't move upstairs until that diffuser was going down, and they were sure they were in the clear.
Very, very good stuff from SSG to kick it off. Just when we were worried about Faze's prowess on the defense, SSG show they can still most definitely attack on this map. I'm looking at a Capitao. They've got everything they need to get this done.
Similar to when SSG were defending, Vidaking was all the way back in archives, but he's made his way forward at the perfect time. Unlike SSG, were just a little bit behind that curve. Forest does manage to get the diffuser down, though, and takes up a position outside. This is not going to be easy for Faze to clear out. It is one of the tougher retakes inside a siege. Forest has got a real opportunity here, but no! KDS manages to see him through the angle, takes him. As I'm saying, it's going to be difficult, Faze. They just make it look easy.
They're hitting burst forward.
He does, and can he get his kill? That was just in the... That was really close for him, just losing his life there, but he did manage to flash out the player. Ashen gets a kill, will be traded out, but this was a really small...
Oh,
that Souls and Handy, they just get caught out in a crossover. And they're going to take one of their own down. 4 versus 2, but look at Benja and Forrest, super low health now. Those two need to be very careful, especially with the Nitro being primed underneath. KDS is going to be nowhere near where he needs to be, and so Faze, 30 seconds left to go. It's not going to be easy for them to hold up.
Sees the vertical and Benja's gone.
That's the problem.
I mean, you're now at a neutral point, Souls, after the team kill. Forrest also down. They may yet be able to recover this, and my God, is it going to feel like a massive loss for SSG? You had a good start and got the entry. There was a team kill to help you through as well. You were in control, and FaZe have wrestled it back away from the North American side. J9O can do nothing but look on with despair here in a 1 versus 2. FaZe are going to hold on, but that really feels like it should have been an SSG round, Tim, given how it started.
To the Blackbeard, KDS not able to get anything going there. So SSG starting to take ground now, starting to move forward. They've got themselves into Longdesk, into Vending, they're finding kills. J9O with a double, Ashen onto Cyber, and FaZe just haven't been able to deal with this aggression from the admin side as Fultz takes down Vitaking. Can Souls do anything about a flawless round? No, he cannot. Here, and they can't allow him to take any with him, and they do that fantastically well. Nice teamwork, get the flashes there, get them in, find the kill. 4 versus 3, but 15 seconds. There's, as you say, time becoming the factor, and SSG are having to push from one direction here. The smoke is going to slow them down. J9O could be crucial on the backside from Yellow Stairs, but no, he gets taken down by KDS, and SSG, they fall like a house of cards in round 11.
Damage to both. Almost a scary moment there. Still 2 more, that's about 3 more C4s. Sat in back pockets, in a lot of room for damage. Another one comes out. Not going to find Forrest, but the constant threat is absolutely huge. Cyber's down on his backside. Ashen trying to find a new way in towards the site here. He's getting some shots down on the back, and Souls is down and out.
This is good from SSG. I was a little bit concerned that they were banging the head against the wall there, trying to get in, but no, they've been able to brute force it. KDS and Cyber did everything they could to hold on, but 45 seconds, there's an opportunity to get the diffuser down, and as I say that, Forrest will do just that. He is almost certainly going to confirm this, and does. Now then, Faze, you are fighting to get this one done in regulation to avoid those extra rounds. Vitaking manages to find Ashen. 30 seconds left for him and Handy. Will the Nitro find its mark? No, it does not. Going to have to drop back to site at some point, surely.
He's got 1 HP, Forrest.
He's just trying to hassle them at this point. He's just trying to give them something to think about, just to force them onto that back foot. 11 seconds left. Very unlikely that FaZe are able to come away with this, but Handy manages to get one. They're going to have to get onto the diffuser soon. They have not done it. They will run out of time, and we're going to overtime, Des.
Nothing to be said here. This one is done. It's well played by SSG. Balancing the challenges around the diffuser, around the site itself, to keep FaZe busy and leave them with nowhere. They've got time to react.
SSG have got so long as well. They've got a lot of map control now. They've got a minute to work on. The blitz is relocating. You can see just ahead of you there onto Yellow Stairs.
No.
Handy does manage to find Benja. That is a big pickup for FaZe. It maybe gets them something going, but Vitaking gets Ashen. They're standing up. FaZe are fighting back. 2 versus 3 though, as Fultz is there for the kill onto Souls. The diffuser's going down, Des. FaZe are going to be working against the clock. Fultz onto Vitaking as he tries to get back into sight. It's all up to Handy, and he's less than half health at the moment. Nitro goes out. He hears the blitz off to his left. He finds a freebie. Forrest, where are you looking, my friend?
Oh, and he always gets the second.
This is winnable. 1v2, Des.
So close to getting Fultz if he kills him. I actually think this round is doable, Tim, but I think missing those shots with this fire burning out, it's pretty cooked. Just like his legs might be after charging in through that fire. He's got about 15 seconds, or 15 HP to his name, and 15 seconds on the clock. This one feels pretty done, Tim. No chance to get both kills and get this diffuser stuck at the same time. SSG will surely take the round here. There is now no time remaining. It is done. He might have got a 3K, but so too did Fultz. And FaZe now find themselves a round away from losing this map. SSG. And they're
pushing forward and reclaiming a little bit of ground.
Still got the smoke to play behind, of course, out of C4. So yeah, the utility game is looking a little bit light here for SSG with 30 seconds to go. Faze play this well. They play it at that
great.
longer range, the superior scopes, the guns, everything. It can be there. Smoke is down there inside of the site, but they've got to recover that diffuser, Tim. And right now, it's fully smoked out. Ashen goes aggressive, pays the price. Benja back the other way. It's a 3 versus 2, Tim. They could hold on.
They're going to try and get the plant down. Souls, he's going to stick this. The cover is there from VitaKing. He's checking every possible angle that he can, but Fultz gets the planter, and SSG are on the retake. 3v1, surely it's a matter of time. And Fultz rains death from above to take VitaKing out. All that's left is to disable the diffuser, and SSG, they lock out Consulate and go 1-0.
Wow, there's 1 of 7. Benja taken down super early on here. It's the Dokkaebi that's been removed too by the Boss G, no less.
SSG, I think, maybe just letting things slip a little bit there. Cyber able to, granted he's on the vigil, may well have been keeping himself cloaked and off the radar, but they were unaware of his position and he gets a free kill, but the diffuser's going to go down. Forrester's walked in with the Monty. This has been a super simple plan. Open up the breach, walk in with the Monty, put the diffuser down. What's the problem, Des?
So under the cover with that smoke being down and the glass standing over the shoulder, not really much you can do. You look towards the C4 for that, but there were none available to toss in. And SSG, just like I'm back on Consulate, Tim, are starting out strong in round 1. They've got themselves this one comfortably in the bag, it looks like, unless VitaKing and Souls can really pull off some magic against the Glass and a Monty, and of course Fultz, who's there for good measure. Looks like SSG, the North American side, will start things off pretty strong. Faze back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. That Soulless Reliance, I think, really bit them there. Not quite scanning down to his bottom right corner. Didn't see the Monty with the plank going down. And they probably assumed that there was a bit of a bait plank going on, just didn't find...
Once they've got Catwalk, they will then start moving into IT. It's going to force VitaKing away, or so they're hoping. He has a look, but no, he picks the wrong target. Gets taken down by J90. SSG, again, just having to pause to take out that goo mine. It's all up to Handy. All he can really hope is to kill the right one. He manages to get one on Catwalk, but he's going to be pushed by the Blitz. Fultz just looking to get in there. He has diffuser. He has a goo mine in his leg. They need to think about getting this plant going. There's 3 seconds left to go. He does exactly that, Des.
He's got the cross, and that's the main thing. There's no way that Handy was ever getting across to stop him, but that first bringing down the shield and the other SSG coming up and getting themselves involved. Ashen, by the way, Tim, I need to go and check the numbers. I'm pretty sure he's been involved in about 9 entry engagements throughout the series so far. They've tried to rush in, but the ratting on the bomb site itself, KDS manages to bring down 2, and like that, the advantage they were building has completely fell away. Faze with a comfortable closeout, just because they had...
He was anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, man. Definitely making it hard for himself here, but the last smoke has come out. That's the problem. Shots being fired. Now he knows where his man is. It's a case of winning the 1v1, but all we've got to see, VitaKing do, I was going to say his hideaway because the time is on his side, but he goes to the swing to try and catch him off guard, expecting a sprint, gets the kill, and indeed they hold on. It was a really good 2-man. Just used both of those Dokkaebi calls, Tim, and they found no one for it. Yes, they've forced them back, but they've lost half a round and got nothing to show for it.
Forrest just getting aggressive here, looking to get in there and get some clearance work done, get access into sight, but he's going to be caught in a crossfire. One on the stairs, one inside of sight. KDS finds an easy kill, headshot onto the Blitz, and again, SSG have lost the tip of the spear. This could get difficult. Cyber manages to find Fultz, VitaKing onto Ashen, and it's falling apart for SSG on the attack. J90 taking some serious punishment. 50 seconds left to go. Handy finishes him off. VitaKing to close out the round, and flawless it is for Faze. The level of being able to clinically close the rounds out that causes them problems, and SSG are holding angles well. They're getting themselves back into this. Fultz manages to find VitaKing. Souls onto Benja elsewhere. Leaves us now 2v2, but Souls is low, as is KDS, as is everybody at this stage. J90 with the most HP finds the first, Fultz the second, and SSG, they turn round what could have been a difficult round.
Inside of IT, which is the starting point for most attacks here. Here we go, the swing comes in from Souls on towards Pillar. In fact, there's 2 of them starting to push their way into sight here, and they've got the control they need at the same time. Cyber's in on Catwalk. It's a good team move from Faze, and they're getting the kills they need, Tim. SSG are falling like Skittles at a bowling alley. Only one left standing, and it's Fultz in a 1 versus 4.
I think we know exactly where he's coming from as well. It will be a trade. Fultz manages to find KDS. It was Handy on the left of him, or right as we look now, that managed. SSG need to be focused here. Make sure that doesn't happen. Forrest is down in the basement as expected, so they just need to be careful they don't get caught short-handed on side.
Oh, trying their best here to march on forward, of gain anything away from SSG, but they give them nothing but a shot to the brain. King is gone. KDS doing his very best onto this challenge on Catwalk as well, but Tim, it looks a little bit cooked. Souls very isolated up towards Cargo at the same time. So the last two players aren't even together here, and Forest waits for it. So 4 versus 1. SSG are going to keep things tight. 5 and 4 it will go to, Tim. We could yet see a second overtime here in this series.
Sees his man. KDS manages to take down Benji. He was low health anyway, but a headshot will do the job.
He's not having a good day.
He's not. It's been a rough one.
The flick from Handy back to him earlier as well. I was just like, that ain't the Benja we know. We know what Benja's capable of. We've seen him do it so many times over. But not quite flying. I think across the series he's now steps on forward. And can he really make this 1,000-kill round something a bit special here? Still 3 players to bring down. Not an awful spot to do so. Down to this last 25, though, the movement's got to begin now. The Vassell flash coming on through, but it's going to give some room for Faze to start their march on forward. Cargo starting to come into their control. Here we go. Fultz for now going to hold that side. Suspects a push coming in. King might backstab, but the plant's going down inside of smoke, Tim. There's Yokais, as we spoke about, are now coming out and doing their work. I don't think they can stop this in time.
4 seconds left to go. They have to get something done here. KDS back onto it. Yokai drone taken out. KDS likely to stick it. Faze, they seem to have rescued this one from the very brink of a loss. They've managed to somehow get that diffuser down, even against the Yokais. 2v1 though. Forest, he's fighting back. He's had a quiet game, but this could be his moment where he really goes big. 1v3 has become a 1v2. Can he find the others? No! Faze have got the angles that they need. They've got the vertical, and they get that job done. King back out. Handy does manage to just sneak inside of Catwalk door there, get his kill onto Ashen. The smoke, a big loss when you're facing up to a Monty, and then was able to drop away, keep his life. Cyber manages to continue going fast on to J9. Oh, a double for SSG keeps them in it. 30 seconds left to go. SSG look like they might hold on and do a big double from Forest. He's finding his feet and keeping. He's going to go for it just inside of EXO. So important, a double shootout of the Nitro. Kneeling on the third, but Ashen pulls the trigger in time and takes the Monty down.
So close as well. They've done all the hard work except for the last hurdle. A couple more kills fly on through an SSG, Tim. They're going to do it again. This one feels like it's got to go the distance. Handy and Cyber with it. Please no team kills in the death, but Cyber gets the drop and gets one. Good bit of team play. Fultz there for the trade back. It's a 3 versus 1. Tim, warm up them pipes because you've got to say the line again.
Certainly looks like we're getting that way as the kill comes in from Fultz, and we're going to overtime, Des. As King away, we see a Nitro shot out by KDS as it's thrown across. Handy Souls get one apiece. Faze might be able to do this, but Benja, he's not had many, but he gets an essential kill down in the diffuser and taking the Monty out. It's all up to Ashen, but he can't close it out.
About this, it should be droned. He should not be allowed to play there. Has been moved away, but now Benja's been caught out on the IQ too. Not the end of the world, it's just the IQ. But Tim, they've moved things over. They're going to try and go for a plant here inside of storage. Nice.
Both Nitros are gone. I think this is the play. Get in here. You just need to worry about Lounge Door, and that's going to be Forest's job. They've got one underneath. That's the kill they need to find. They haven't opened that up. But the Fenrir's movement was good. Souls, he wasn't down there for the longest time. He went there when he recognized that this was the intended plant, but it wasn't enough, and that was the attack that we needed to see out of SSG to take it
down. But he is down to about 2/3 HP. He's still here, and Tim, they've let him go. How has he got away with this? KDS now down. It's a 3 versus 5, and this is looking miserable.
Forest now, it's like having a wasp in the room with you, Des. They know the cam is there, but they can't do anything about it. He was thinking about it. There will be no interrogation. Full steps around, gets the kill onto King, and SSG, they look like they've found that extra gear exactly when they needed it, Des. 4 versus 2, 4 versus 1. Interrogation! To close it out, Forest takes down Handy. Ashen with the last, and SSG continue in the upper bracket to face G2.
Laying it on thick as Ashen is known to do. All the boys are up for it, and Tim, after a 2-0 against one of the tournament favourites, how can you be surprised?